We're here with head women's rowing coach Jane LaRiviere. Jane, coming off the performance down at the head of the American, what were maybe some bright spots you and the team were able to kind of take away from that going up against some more competitive teams like Oregon State and USC?
Yeah, I think anytime we get to race is always a learning opportunity. And I think, also I think it's good for the team to race twice in one day. And yeah, we had some of our boats really improved from the last time out, and some of them had a few challenges, but it's part of rowing, it's part of fall racing, it's part of dealing with some adversity and coming back stronger, and they did that in the eight later in the afternoon. So yeah, I think our depth looks a little bit better than it maybe has in the last couple of years. I think I was pretty pleased with how the second varsity eight came down the course, and yeah, we're looking forward to doing it again this weekend.
Yeah, this weekend down at over at Head of the Lake, relatively easier trip, relatively speaking, compared to going down to California, going to Seattle to kind of cap off head races this fall. Um, what do you hope to see? This is your final head race coming from head of the American. You mentioned some adversity and how they kind of came back in the eight races, but how do you kind of hope to see them continue progressing this week?
Yeah, well, I mean, they're really, head racing is meant to kind of break up the training. The team's been training really well, so I'm excited for them to, get another crack at it. We are changing the lineup slightly, and there's no harm in trying new things, and so I'm excited to just sort of internally see how we compare to last week. It's, we really are racing ourselves at this point, and uh, I'm I I'm really optimistic about how the team has been coming together and supporting each other and egging each other on, and all the good stuff that you want to see in the fall is I think we're doing a good job of that. So yeah, I just hope that we go for it and don't leave anything left in the tank, and have our best race when it counts the most.
Absolutely. You mentioned, breaking up the training. Well, there's going to be, a lot of training kind of between races going into the winter and looking forward to the spring. What have you kind of taken away from, I know there's still this Saturday upcoming, certainly, but,
Sunday.
or excuse me, yeah, Sunday. What do you take away from this that you then try and implement over the next few months before, the championship season?
Well, I think, we're a training based sport, and the teams that work the hardest will usually get rewarded. And so we just have to keep our quality and level of training to the highest possible standard. And the crazy thing about winter is, with Thanksgiving break and dead week and finals week and Christmas vacation, there is going to be a lot of independent working out because we obviously can't be there to monitor what's going on. So I think that only time will tell whether the team embraces, staying on it and keeping the pedal on the gas to the floor. But I think that this crowd seems like they're highly motivated, and so as we go into winter, I think that a positive result, like something that we can say we improved on from last week, is always motivating. And so we just hope for a great competition and having some fun, and carrying that momentum through the darker January or December, January months.
Great. Thanks, Jane. And yep, follow along Sunday rowing head at the head of the lake. So thanks, Jane.
Okay, go Cougs.